Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for January 12th until the 18th. I went ahead and started us off by doing a quick scrying session for you here. So I've got a couple notes to share, and then I'm going to dive right into your oracle and your tarot. If this part doesn't interest you, feel free to skip ahead, or there's so many other talented tarot readers here on YouTube, so no harm there. All right, diving right in. The first thing I was seeing for you during your scrying session, Aries, was a flying or soaring hawk. The hawk is actually associated with Isis, which I found wonderful. I love Isis. And it can talk about good omens. It can talk about training your focus, as we know from the tarot. It talks about overcoming or rising above obstacles. It can provide protection. And the hawk is also seen as a divine messenger in a lot of cultures. The second thing I was seeing for you was a silhouette of a person jumping with their arms up, kind of like, hooray! It was a very, sorry for this obscure reference maybe, but it was a very like Breakfast Club freeze frame at the end kind of feel, so I really like that. So I'm wondering if you have good news coming in. Is it a celebration? What are you happy about? Did you achieve something? Yeah, we're going to find out. But the last thing I was seeing for you, Aries, was a fishing hook. Now, the fishing hook represents luck, prosperity, spiritual energy. And I'm also wondering, what are you trying to catch? What are you putting your line in the water for? Now, it's interesting in the Polynesian culture, I believe it was, they have these interesting decorative fishing hooks, and apparently, legend goes that they used these fishing hooks to link all the Polynesian islands together. I thought that was kind of cool. But we're going to dive right into your reading here, starting with the Shaman Oracle, then the Herbiary Oracle, and the Quantum Oracle, before I dive into your tarot. Now, if you're curious about your reading for the full month of January ahead, feel free to check those out. I've got those readings out and ready to rock and roll for you, as well as the readings for the full year of 2025 out and ready to rock. So if you want to check those out, feel free. I've got a playlist ready for you. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really does help out the channel. Okay, we'll get one more from the Quantum Oracle before we start pulling tarot for you. It feels like this year is going to be quite interesting for a lot of people. There's been a lot of pretty interesting shifts in energy, just overall speaking. The vibes are changing. So for the tarot, I'm going to be using my Pulp Tarot, and I will be clarifying them with my Horror Tarot. Both these decks are by Todd Alcott, I believe. Yeah, they're pretty nice decks. I like them. And shout out to my sister Annie for the Horror Tarot. You be spoiling me. Okay. Okay. Do another shuffle. Right, and if you are interested in daily readings as well, I do daily readings with my bunny. Her name is Mo, and she's absolutely insane. I have 3 rabbits, and only one out of the 3 actually really likes pulling tarot cards. It's the strangest thing. Yeah, I love my furry children. Anyway, all right, we're going to dive right in. Okay, these are the Horror Tarot I will be using to clarify, but let's just get started here. So it looks like for the Shaman Oracle, you are currently getting the Shaman of Loss. Interesting. So I'm wondering what we're losing here. I'm sure the cards will let us know. Now, I do want to say this can be something that we decide to let go of. This doesn't always have to be a negative thing. A lot of the time, The Shaman of Loss indicates shadow work that we're doing, things like that we're letting go of. So I just want to put your mind at ease with that, because I know that can be a little heavy right off the bat. But moving into the Herbiary Oracle, you're getting the Elderberry, and it's talking about cyclicality. We can see the Mother Maiden Crone sigil here, and this is kind of talking about seasons here. We can see the winter season up top. 'Tis the season, right? We've got spring, summer, and fall is not showing up on here. I mean, makes sense. Fall is going to be last in order according to this reading. But this card kind of encourages us to look at what stages of life we're in. Are we in the spring or the winter phase? Is the moon phase that we're in, is it waxing or waning? It can talk about like the cycles that we find ourselves in. The spiritual journey is not a straight linear path. It is always twisty, turny, windy, wonky. If you've seen The Good Place, it is very Jeremy Bearimy. So just knowing and understanding that sometimes if it feels like it's been raining nonstop for years, guess what? It cannot rain forever. Natural law dictates that the sun is going to come out. So the next thing we are getting for the Quantum Oracle, the consciousness of victim mentality here is being highlighted. The number 7 I feel called to talk about really quickly here. The number 7 talks about raising our consciousness. This talks about personal growth and our spirit. So now might be a time, I'm wondering if your Shaman of Loss here is connected to the victim mentality. And I feel like the words victim mentality is a little harsh because, I mean, we all find ourselves in this state at one time or another. Like, you're not alone. Everyone feels that way from time to time. It's a matter of how are we moving past this energy. Now, we're going to dive into the tarot next. The tarot here looks pretty good overall. It looks like you're starting off the week with the Queen of Wands energy. So this talks about this empowered, kind of creative, fiery energy that you're expressing here. And the Queen of Wands talks also about like not caring what other people think. Like, you're empowered, you're in your strength, you're strong, and you're respectable. Why would you care what anyone thinks, right? Especially when you're on fire like this, Aries. Okay. Now, this is going to move you into the Page of Pentacles. So this could be a new opportunity coming your way potentially in midweek. But the Page of Pentacles, it does talk about prosperity coming in, which is fantastic. I love to see that. And the Page of Pentacles also encourages us to learn about the material world around us, whether it's learning about our finances, learning about ecology, natural systems, even learning about your meat suit at this time. Definitely not a bad thing to do. Now, towards the end of the week, we move into the 9 of Swords. I feel like this is our victim mentality coming up. This might be the Shaman of Loss you might want to invite in to let this go, because the 9 of Swords talks about this rumination here. It's kind of this interesting, the cyclicality of our thoughts here. It's repeatedly this cycle cutting us over and over and over and over again. It's a never-ending nightmare here. Something is causing you a lot of deep pain here towards the end of the week, something you're ruminating over. So I'm gonna dive right into the clarifications. We'll see what happens here. Once again, using the Horror Tarot. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm curious what it is that you've got on your mind. Something that's causing you some problems here. Now, this could be tied to another person. This could even just be tied to things that are happening in our life, right? But we're going to start with the Queen of Wands, followed by the Page of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords for our clarification, please, Spirit. Spirit, what does Aries need to know for this week? What is the Queen of Wands, Spirit? Okay. The Queen of Wands is confirmed by the Five of Pentacles. This can be a situation where we are feeling left out in the cold. This is really interesting to see tied to the Queen of Wands here, because the Queen of Wands is so empowered and it's this fiery, empowered, creative energy. So I'm wondering if the Suit of Pentacles is you, or if this is someone else that is feeling left out in the cold here because of you being more empowered. We'll take one more, Spirit. Interesting. So this is confirmed by the Four of Wands. And this can talk about this completed project. You're kind of stepping through a portal here. I see you here meeting up with someone else. So I'm wondering, so this could be a couple things here, because you're showing up as the Queen of Wands with this empowered, creative, fiery energy. And the Five of Pentacles showing up feeling like left out in the cold, worried about the future. Very much being encouraged to not draw attention to weaknesses. So this could be a couple things here. What I'm wondering is either maybe you might be concerned about the future, you're worried about what that holds for yourself, or this could be another person in your energy that is feeling that way. Either way, I see a joining here, this union between these two people. So what I really feel is you're joining up with either someone that's going to bring you in from the cold, or you are bringing someone in from the cold. And this is going to bring you into, you and this other person, it's going to bring you into a better situation where it's feeling very victorious. It's feeling like there's this, once again, this fiery forward movement into the Wands energy. I'm actually going to take one more for that, Spirit. Okay. So it's confirmed by Judgment. This is interesting here. The Judgment card talks about following the call from Spirit, hearing the trumpets, right? And it's encouraging you to step into a new and a better way of life. It's a new opportunity here. So, as I'd said, this feels like a little bit of a change up towards the start of the week. You might be finding that you want to work with someone else, maybe bring them into a business endeavor, or just bringing someone in from the cold. As I said, this could be someone else bringing you in from the cold. But either way, this looks really good. It feels really good. And I mean, this new opportunity, hearing this call from Spirit with this Judgment card, it leads you right into the Page of Pentacles here, which is a new opportunity. This can, as I had said before, this can also talk about the, oh my goodness, my words. This can also talk about, wanting to learn more about the material world. And especially if this Five of Pentacles, this energy of feeling left out in the cold here, if this is you, I feel like this is really good energy to move into with the Page of Pentacles. Because if you're feeling left out in the cold, especially regarding finances, meat suit problems, definitely good to learn more about the meat suit and how you can work with it, right? All right, Spirit, what is the Page of Pentacles for Aries? Okay. Confirmed by the Two of Wands. So this is definitely a new adventure here. I like this energy. You've got the world in your hands here. And the Two of Wands, it talks about setting goals. So I really like to see this. It's like you're learning about the material world and then you're setting goals regarding what you're learning about. Take one more, Spirit. Confirmed by the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups talks about maybe feeling a little emotionally overwhelmed. So I will confirm this guy further, because it's like the problem with the Four of Cups here is it's like you have all these ingredients here before you. You just need to mix them together, especially once this fourth cup shows up. Instead of ignoring it or feeling the need to turn away from it because you've got a little too much on your plate, it would be good to take this opportunity, this new cup, this new ingredient, mix them all together, because I feel like that's going to bring you into a better situation for yourself. We'll take one more. Okay. Confirmed by the Six of Cups, the card of nostalgia, potentially referring to childhood memories, childhood relationships, friends, family, things like that. So, you're learning about your meat suit, you're setting goals about it, but you're feeling a little overwhelmed. I feel like these Six of Cups here is kind of showing up to this. Honestly, this feels kind of like a repeat cycle here. Just going to call it out because it's like you start out feeling really good, really strong with the Queen of Wands, with the Page of Pentacles. This is a cycle here I'm seeing. But then there's this feeling left out in the cold that shows up. So you decide to join up with someone else, to team up, to get some help here. And you're following this new call, this new way. And the same thing happens here in this second row. You're starting off strong, you got a new opportunity, you're learning, you're excited, you're setting goals. But then there's this overwhelm that pops up, similar to the Five of Pentacles. What do? I feel overwhelmed. And then the Six of Cups shows up. This is a person that's going to help you here. This could be a friend, a family member, someone you've known for a long time that kind of helps pull you up out of this energy that you're feeling here is kind of what I'm seeing. I'm just going to reshuffle my horror tarot and we're going to start confirming the Nine of Swords here. And the Nine of Swords talking about this rumination here. Confirmed by the Four of Swords. Interesting. So this talks about needing to heal, needing to let go. I can see you woken up out of bed here in this first one with the Nine of Swords. You're still in the bed, but I see you look more aware here. You're kind of analyzing the situation, seeking out healing. And this moves you into the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is this balance, this moving on to calmer shores, leaving this choppy water behind. You're ready for a more calm, balanced approach at this time. Yeah, and it's going to lead you into the Three of Cups, where you're able to celebrate. Once again, I see this is your cycle. This is your cycle right here. You feel like you lose something. And it leads you into this victim mentality, this ruminating energy. This feels similar to the Nine of Swords energy, this awake in a nightmare. That's the cycle. Is we lose something, we feel like we're in a victim state here, like we're at the bottom of a deep, dark hole. But then the Six of Cups shows up, this loving energy from someone. The Three of Cups, this support, this joy, this celebration with the people that you love. That is you jumping for joy, is these people coming in and helping you when you need it most. That is the soaring hawk, right? It's a good omen, it's focus, and it's protection, right? Divine messages from friends, family, and loved ones repeated by spirit. And this fishing hook, it's like a friend drops the hook in this ocean you feel like you're drowning in. You grab the hook and you're pulled up. It helps with your spiritual energy to raise your vibration, connecting with these people. I don't know who these people are for you, Aries, but you have some amazing people in your circle that are always willing and happy to help you when you need it most. All right, so I think I'm going to leave it here. But I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think you're going to have a good week. Just remember to rely and trust in those who have your back. Take care.